bien?
Ça va bien, vous autres?
Ouais.
L'alignement de demain, Martin, est-ce que c'est plus pour faire la ou les dernières évaluations ou vraiment tu rentres dans mon équipe pour le 11 octobre?
Non, je te dirais que ça va être plus finaliser les évaluations et les décisions qu'on a à prendre.
Tant qu'à parler de demain, est-ce que l'identité de ton gardien est choisi?
Pas encore. Ben, on sait qui va jouer, mais c'est comment, si on partage ou non.
Okay.
Plus compliqué que prévu, les décisions? Les dernières?
Ben, je te dirais, prévu, je te dirais non, parce que, tu sais, c'est ça que tu veux. Tu sais, c'est toujours des décisions faciles, mais je pense parce que tu manques de profondeur. Fait que, non, je te dis pas c'est plus compliqué que prévu. Je savais qu'on aurait sûrement des décisions difficiles à prendre.
On a parlé un peu hier du voyage ici, là, mais maintenant que c'est comme terminé, est-ce que les objectifs ont été rencontrés pour que ce soit sur la glace ou hors glace aussi?
Oui. On a encore une journée aujourd'hui, puis on va continuer à vivre cette expérience-là en équipe. Mais qu'est-ce qu'on voulait aller chercher? Je pense que c'est exactement qu'est-ce qu'on vit présentement. Fait que non, les gars ont du fun, ça travaille, puis c'est rassembleur.
Il y avait encore une grosse intensité sur la glace aujourd'hui. Ça avait l'air d'être des attaques on the rush avec du back-check. C'était pour mettre les gars en forme, justement, pour...
c'est un petit peu pour tout.
Parlant de ça, justement, Martin, tu sais, il y a une époque, les défenseurs, c'était des défenseurs d'impratique qui restaient défenseurs, les attaquants restaient attaquants. Toi, tu aimes ça mixer, tout le monde donner des responsabilités différentes sur la glace. Qu'est-ce que ça amène de positif?
Je pense que ce que la game, elle s'en va où elle est, c'est... à part quand on drop le puck sur le face-off, là, tu sais, à part de là, je trouve que c'est beaucoup moins du jeu de position que là, 20 ans. C'est plus... en anglais, on dit positionless. Je sais pas, c'est de se remplacer. Fait que, tu sais, on veut nos défenseurs qui soient confortables pas nécessairement à être le premier sur l'attaque, mais être dans l'attaque.
Ouais.
Puis, si on veut nos défenseurs qui soient agressifs de ce côté-là, mais il faut que nos joueurs d'avant soient capables de jouer de l'autre côté aussi. Il faut qu'ils soient capables de prendre un 3 contre 2, de prendre un 3 contre 3, puis il est peut-être à la place du défenseur. T'sais. Fait que c'est de se remplacer un petit peu. C'est des bonnes répétitions pour tout le monde.
Parce que justement, ça crée une confusion sur la glace pour l'adversaire. J'imagine, tu penses que c'est la clé du succès?
Mais je pense que c'est toujours essayer d'aller chercher moi, j'appelle ça des avantages numériques, mais si je parle pas de 5 contre 4, je parle pas de punition. C'est d'essayer de pouvoir 2 contre 1 contre quelqu'un, 3 contre 2 contre quelqu'un, 4 contre 3, tout durant le chiffre, tu sais. Fait que si tes défenseurs ils ont juste le droit d'être à une place sur la glace, mais c'est dur d'aller chercher ces avantages numériques-là lors d'un chiffre.
Tu parlais de la défense tantôt. Bon, Matheson, Savard, ça semble assez clair. Caden aussi, mais est-ce que le partenaire de Goulet est un gars important pour la stabilité de votre top 4, Martin?
Oui, mais je pense qu'ils sont tous importants. Tu sais, aller chercher de la constance. Tu sais, quand tu es dans le top 4, tu joues beaucoup, tu as des plus grosses responsabilités, ça prend de la constance. Tu sais, fait que, puis qu'est-ce qui... Tu parles de Goulet, qu'est-ce qui m'impressionne beaucoup, c'est Goulet, c'est ça, c'est sa constance. Tu sais, puis là, c'est de continuer à bâtir avec ça, puis de voir si il y a quelqu'un qui est capable de jouer ce rôle-là.
Parce qu'il va y avoir des minutes qui vont venir avec ça, probablement.
Oui, oui.
On n'a pas parlé d'eux beaucoup pendant le camp, mais Kovacevic et Harris, comment tu as mis leur camp?
Très bon.
Le fait justement qu'on ne parle pas d'eux, c'est une bonne nouvelle.
Non, les deux, très bon camp.
Est-ce que tous tes joueurs à part de Vorak sont en forme pour jouer demain?
Oui.
Oui.
Marty, as we approach the season, as you wind down this camp, what's the feeling you're getting from this group?
Feeling I'm getting from this group. They're excited. You know, I really feel they're excited. I think they like one another. They like how we do things, and I think they see the progression from last year. They see that we added some other key players. So I think if I could sum it up as excited, I feel they're excited, and so am I.
The practices seem pace than they were maybe last year. I don't, that could just be perception, but if that is the case, how much is the familiarity with the concepts
Yeah.
from all the guys feeding into that?
Yeah, like for sure. They know what to expect from practice. They're familiar with some of the drills and some of the way we design drills. And it's not always the same drill, but it's very similar the way we design them. The pace, to me, it's, you know, because we don't practice crazy long, but we want to go hard. You know, and you know, we didn't have those 3 days together in Mont-Tremblant last year either, you know, so that brings the excitement, right? So, and then you get a small rink full of fans watching. That elevates your effort on the ice, I promise you that. So I think it's a little bit of everything, but you know, we definitely want to, we take our time together on the ice seriously. We're trying to replicate what happens in the game, and you got to play the game with pace, and we try to practice with pace.
What do you said recently about Suzuki and Dach, that it's kind of a good foundation to build around? From both those guys, what kind of are there any specific areas you'd like to see them take a step this season?
Yeah, I mean, you know, for me is you know, they're very elite offensive, and people think they're a very good offensive player, which I agree with that. And I think there's more to their game on the other side of the puck. They play against some really good. They have tough matchups, you know. And I used to love playing against top guys on the other side, because I always knew that, you know, the top guys on the other side, they're always going to have a little bit of risk in their game, which you need to have. You know, it's got to be calculated. But you know, I knew that if I played hard defensively against those guys, I'm probably going to get some chances tonight. You know, so for me, it's just if anything, it's to work on their balance of you know, pressing and you know, staying patient with their game, and in terms of managing the risk that they take. If you just stay patient, I think there's a lot on the other side. So to me, it's probably just, you know, and I think every young player, that's, you know, that's probably one of the things that you learn as you get older a little bit, to manage your own game inside the game. So I'm pretty sure they're going to take a big step in that department. Their skill set is off the chart, and their driver, they're going to be a big reason why we're going to have success this year. And I think they understand that, and they're ready to progress in that department.
Last question. When you mentioned positionless hockey earlier, I suppose that applies to wing and center to a certain extent. Sorry about my voice, but based on what you're talking about right there, is there a winger that you could put with them that would help in that department?
There's a lot of guys. Yeah, we have a lot.
Is that a consideration when we're trying to form lines?
Of course, you know, there's a lot of guys. I think we have a lot of choices, and I think a lot of guys that play with Suzy and Cole so far in camp, they've done pretty well, you know. So for me, it's just who do I put there, and the guy that I put there, how does it affect me somewhere else if I put him there, you know? So everything is calculated, and we're going to come up with, you know, something for Wednesday the 11th in Toronto, and who knows how long that's going to stay, you know. But you know, we have great options.
You played a lot during that camp, obviously, in the games that you played. Is that something that you were happy to see, that, you know, you're getting more reps maybe than usual?
Yeah, I think you're just kind of out there playing the game. You don't really realize it or take into account in your ice time or how much you're playing. I think once you're kind of in the game, you're just trying to feel things out and get your rhythm back and timing, and just kind of feel things out throughout the preseason and ramp it up last couple of games before the season really starts.
We don't know yet who's going to be your wingers, but clearly you're going to be in the middle and just behind Nick. How do you see the challenge for you?
Yeah, I feel good about it. I've always liked to kind of play the center position, but anywhere Marty and the coaching staff need me to play, I'm going to play there and play to the best of my ability and the role I'm given. And I think with Susie and I, we got a good relationship, and we want to build something together and kind of feed off each other and be able to have that 1-2 punch down the middle.
Are you competing with him at all? I mean, I know you guys are close and everything, but
I think, yeah, you're always competing with everybody, right? Like, you're just, it's friendly competition. You're not out there to do anything wrong or bad. You're just more so trying to push each other to get better each and every day. And I think having a guy like that, and there's other guys around too, and Math, Savvy, Monty, Andy, Cole. There's a lot of guys that you can push each other with, and we can take this group to the next level.
You had a lot of reps during the camp with Slavkovsky and now we don't know if this line is going to stay until the season, but why do you feel this line will work throughout the season?
Yeah, playing with Slav. I mean, he's big, he's strong, he's fast, and he's maturing, and it's nice to see. And he's starting to kind of come into his own and be his own player and get comfortable and confident out there. And with HPs, he's like a dog on a bone. He chases it down, he gets the puck back, he works hard, he gets into the little areas, and he makes plays. And when you're playing with guys like that, for me, it's just about finding space and being able to make plays and read off them and get them the puck when they need to shoot it.
what do you think the potential is for Harvey Pinard to bury the puck this year almost as frequently as he did last year?
I mean, I think he's scored at every level he's played at. It's just nice to see, and I think he wants it. He's hungry for it, and I think you can kind of see it throughout camp that he's definitely put the work in this summer, and he looks good. And I mean, I don't really know what to say for expectations-wise. I think he just kind of goes out there and plays the game that's in front of him and enjoys it.
Can you compare Can you compare your mindset or your confidence level at this time this year compared to this time last year, and how do you think that might be able to benefit you this season?
I think it's the same. I don't think it's ever wavered. I feel good about my game and where I'm at, and even coming here last year, felt confident coming in and wanted to play. Obviously, you're more into Montreal and around the guys and a little bit more comfortable with the team, but it's a good transition, and I'm just kind of looking forward to getting the season going next week.
David, si tu veux dire, une attaque sur le roche, puis le défenseur appuyait aussi. Martin nous expliquait que c'est dans le but que il n'y a pas nécessairement de position établie là, au niveau de l'attaque quand vous attaquez. Toi, tu es sur une dimension de la game avec laquelle tu es à l'aise.
Oui, non, je pense que c'est un système qui peut être bénéfique pour nous autres. Je pense que vraiment, puis une fois que tu le comprends, je pense que les chances vont arriver plus souvent, puis les gars savent sont où, puis des choses comme ça. Donc, c'est quelque chose que j'ai déjà fait à Tampa, c'est le même genre de système. Donc, je pense que c'est quelque chose qui va être bon pour nous.
C'est difficile pour certains défenseurs qui sont peut-être plus défensifs de switcher.
Moi, je pense, comme je dis, je pense que plus tu t'habitues, plus tu vas être à l'aise dans le fond, être dans des positions que normalement tu n'allais pas nécessairement. Puis je pense que tu sais aussi ce qui va arriver. On va être plus predictable un peu. Puis c'est ce qui va t'aider à pouvoir avoir plus de chances de marquer des choses comme ça.
Il y a environ une semaine et demie, tu disais que tu ne savais pas combien de minutes, comment c'était pour se traduire pour toi, mais d'avoir un gars comme Caden Goulet en santé, peux-tu me parler de l'importance des minutes que lui va jouer visiblement là, derrière toi et Mike?
C'est extrêmement important. Je pense que ça va être c'est un gros morceau de notre défensive, malgré son jeune âge. Puis je pense qu'il prend de plus en plus de responsabilités. Puis c'est tout en son honneur, je pense, de la façon qu'il se prépare et tout, pour arriver fin prêt. Puis je pense qu'il va continuer de prendre de plus en plus de responsabilités. Là.
C'est Nick qui organisait beaucoup de choses ici pendant que vous étiez à Tremblant et tout. Ensemble, qu'est-ce que tu as vu sur les capacités de leadership des gars clés, là, des jeunes gars clés qu'on connaît? Je ne les nommerai pas, tu les connais.
Ouais, je pense que c'est vraiment une belle opportunité, je pense, en tant qu'équipe, de pouvoir se retrouver ensemble et faire beaucoup de choses. Je te dirais que c'est le fun de voir où ce groupe-là s'en va. Je sais qu'on est encore jeune, mais tu vois qu'il y a beaucoup de maturité. Donc, c'est le fun de les voir aller.
Comment avez-vous vécu les entraînements comme ça avec la foule?
Je pense pas que ça change grand-chose. Je pense que c'est le fun, surtout pour le monde, de pouvoir venir nous voir. Comme j'ai dit, je pense que le fait de venir ici, nous autres, c'est vraiment le fun pour le team spirit, de se retrouver ensemble. Ça ne file pas comme si on était dans un camp d'entraînement en ce moment. On dirait qu'on est ensemble, ça fait un bout. Puis... Fait que c'est vraiment le fun de pouvoir se retrouver tout le monde ensemble.
Kirby Dach qui était ici tantôt, c'est un gars on sait qu'il a beaucoup de talent, mais il y a aussi utilisé le terme, il y a beaucoup de focus dans sa game aussi. Est-ce que c'est un côté qui t'impressionne d'une certaine façon de voir que ce gars-là ne prend pas n'importe quoi sur la glace?
Oui, non, vraiment. Je pense qu'il y a cette hargne-là un peu de pouvoir répondre à n'importe quel challenge. Puis je pense qu'il veut performer. Puis je pense que ça va être vraiment un gros morceau de notre équipe là, dans le futur, ça c'est sûr. Puis c'est le fun de le voir se développer. Puis je pense que la confiance qu'il y a. Puis c'est vraiment ça, sky's the limit un peu. Là, puis c'est un gros body. Puis il joue extrêmement bien à protéger la rondelle. Fait que ça va être un gros morceau de notre offensive.
Merci, monsieur.
Cool.
Ça va avoir des fournis, des choses.
Morning. Afternoon.
Did you guys reach the objective, the target that you want to reach this week here in Tremblant as a team?
On the ice?
Yeah, off the ice.
Yeah. I mean, we had 2 great days so far, and looking forward to the rest of this one. And yeah, we've got a lot of great work on the ice and off the ice. Got to spend a lot of time together over the last couple of days doing different things. So yeah, I think we've done a good job over the last couple of days.
Since the season's rolling around very quickly here, what's the feeling you're getting from your group?
It's a great feeling. I mean, we're all super excited. Spending the last few days together, kind of on the road, you could say. Just being close, having dinners together, playing golf. You know, it's the best time to get to know each other better and get closer and have that bond that you need throughout the season. So, yeah, I think everyone's excited to get it going.
Can you share with us who won the golf tournament?
Jake Allen's team won. They beat us. I think we had 4 teams tied at -12, and Jake won it with 13 or 14, I think. So it was Jake, Allen, Anderson, Norlander, and Primo. So they had a good day.
So it was fair because some guys were not sure if your team was fair.
Yeah, me and Wides made the teams, tried to make it as even as possible. We got some guys that don't play too much and some guys that are really good. So, you know, trying to put handicaps together to make it even. And I thought we did a pretty good job. Everyone was in the hunt near the end, so it was fun.
Is there any changing plans for today?
No, we kind of have a different plan for today, so won't be outside. So, yeah, we kind of got our good weather in the last couple of days, which was huge. I mean, it could have been bad, and we could have had to change something up, but it was nice to be on the golf course yesterday.
Nick, if your team is staying healthy this year, I mean, you guys are growing, obviously. You're older, even if you're still young as a team. What can this team do if you're staying healthy?
Yeah, I mean, every team battles injuries. I think the extent of ours was very high last year and the year before, and you know, hopefully we can limit those major injuries. But that's hockey, and you never know what's going to happen. But I think if we stay healthy, relatively, we can compete with anybody, beat anybody, and you know, we have a lot of confidence in our group and how we play. So it's going to be an exciting year for us for sure.
Nick, we asked Marty about how maybe you and Kirby could take a step this year, and he mentioned the defensive side of the puck. To what extent is that a focus for you this season as opposed to producing offensively?
Yeah, it's always a focus every single year. I'm trying to get better at it. I feel more comfortable against those top players. You know, you're probably a little more timid when you're younger, but now going up against them for the last 4 years, it's not such a big deal. So I know what I have to do, and you know, help my defenseman out as a center and play the right way. So I'm always focused on both sides.
You've always prided yourself on that, though, your ability to play defensively. And so aside from the timidness of a young player, is there anything that you've been able to pinpoint that's been a challenge for you so far on that side?
Yeah, technique on some people. You know, there's some big players, and you know, I try to outsmart them and be quick to pucks and win battles. You got to help be in the right position at all times, and you know, as a younger player, sometimes you move around too much when you can just kind of stay in your spot and cover more ground. So it's little things and little details like that, and getting more comfortable in the system and who you're playing with.
Are there elements in Kirby's game that you've seen elevate since he's been here that you think will be a big factor in his play this year?
Yeah, a lot of things. I think just the confidence he has with the puck, his ability to go up and down the ice in both ways, and I think he's got all the tools that he needs to be a really good player, and we saw that last year, and I think he's coming in with a lot of confidence in how he can control the game, so I'm really looking forward to watching him and playing with him, and I'm sure he's going to have a great season.
We can see that it was a good trade.
Yeah, I think it was pretty good.
Who's the odds-on favorite to be Cole and your partner on October 11th, you think?
It's a good question. I think we got a lot of great candidates. We've got to play with a lot of different people so far during camp, and you know, it's been fun to play with everyone. And you know, it'll be obviously Marty's decision, but you know, either it's Monty, Nui, Andy. We got a chance to play with a lot of great players, and haven't got to play with some other players yet. So we'll see what tomorrow brings.
What makes it work with
Last
Monahan?
question.
What makes it work with Monahan?
He's so smart. He's played in the league a long time. He knows what he's doing everywhere on the ice, and also having another centerman's nice as a lefty. But just his brain for the game, always being in the right spots. He's able to shoot and pass, so it's really easy to play with for us.
Merci.